talking with Rickey Barber. First of all, let me go right off the bat here. As one big man to another, I noticed you walking up Monday. You looked a bit more svelte. You look like you've been working in the weight room, man. What's up? Talk to me. How's that going?
It's been good. We've had Coach Kinsey come in and really just he's helped the program a lot as far as strength, getting us as fast as possible, as strong as possible, and really just like flexible and mobile. And so I really just trusted the process, and I feel like it's been paying off.
See, it's fitting that you start talking about the fitness coaches and stuff, and then Jeff walks up because he's been asking other dudes that question. You jump right to it, so I like it. We got that out there. And listen, I feel compelled to ask this. I think I know the answer, but I want to hear your version of it because they ain't trying to hear me talk, right? Mobile quarterbacks that you guys face, I mean, that's the inspiration for getting, right? You got some chasing to do, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. Got some running,
Is there anybody on the schedule who you're looking at like, that's going to be a track meet for me?
Honestly, no. I mean, I feel like we got a lot of guys who can get to that quarterback, so I feel like we all in the backfield and we all wrangling them. We're going to catch them eventually.
Oh, okay. So, but the teamwork swarm action. So, okay, I can't front on that. Listen, I was talking to Malachi Lawrence on Monday, and today too as well, and for all the talk about chemistry on the offensive side of the line, from your perspective, the defensive line, we don't talk enough about chemistry in you guys. A, how does it help? B, how do you guys build it?
I feel like the chemistry definitely helps a lot because we have to work together a lot. Like me and Lee, we run a lot of games together, a lot of stunts together where like I got to make sure Lee can really get in that gap so I can come around him and really feel him. And then like a lot of times that happens naturally too where like let's say we're in pass rush situations and Lee has a great inside move and he wins and he gets to the other side of the quarterback on my side. So I got to feel Lee and be able to wrap around and make him right, and one of us can make a play that way. And then as far as we need it because situations like that, and it happens through always hanging out and talking. I mean, like we play football and hey Lee, like, well, you got that one-on-one, win it, like, and then I'm sorry, I feel like the film room,
right.
So we're in the film room and we're watching film and I was like, hey Lee, like you won that one-on-one, so I'm gonna come around and fix you because I know Lee is gonna get the edge on that guy, so I'm just be able to fill Lee out, or like let's say I pop into Lee's gap real quick and I try to get vertical. He knows I do that sometimes, so he's like, all right, well if he does it, let me come around and make him right. So it's all about just working together with each other.
Rickey, I know Lee is the easy question. You're right next to him every time. Tell me how you work with like Malachi and the defensive ends where we really expanded out there.
Okay, yeah. I mean the DMs, we run a lot of text games, X games, and I really just got to be able to trust that they can, let's say we're running a text, I got to really be able to trust that Malachi's going to set that tackle up for me to really have time to penetrate that gap. And then I know he's fast enough and athletic enough to get around, so it's just all about being able to trust each other and really just play off of each other.
You mentioned Malachi, though. I got to ask, with Josh and Tremont both, moving on from the program, what have you thought of Malachi? What is different about him? What is the kind of the signature you see him putting on the guys up front?
Malachi, he's a similar cut to Tremont, like you said. I mean, he's a pass rusher, but he's also very athletic and physical enough to play the run. And I mean, he brings that pass rush that we need. And I think he's going to do a great job this year, really just getting after the quarterback like he did last year.
How does practicing against KJ and RJ make you a better player, man?
Because we have two dynamic players in the backfield. KJ can pull it and run, and RJ, he can make you miss and run you over. So it's like just going against that every day is going to make us better against those Big 12 running backs.
Well, you're going to be a diplomat for the State Department.
No, he's answered the questions right now. Let the PA man makes a good point, but let me go with this because there's got to be a difference in feeling versus seeing KJ back there who may do some damage if he lowers his shoulder versus and no disrespect to the great athlete that was John Rice Plumlee, obviously, but there's something different when you're lining up across that and you see baseball player to another linebacker back there. Like, what's that been like, man?
I mean, it's definitely different. Quarterbacks are off limits in practice, so
sure.
I really haven't had the chance to really, lower the shoulder against KJ. I mean, I have done it before. He was my first college sack when I was at Western Kentucky.
I did not know that.
We played Arkansas, we beat them, and true freshman year. 2019.
Has there been a little this about that?
Not really. I mean, it was so long ago at that point, but yeah, it's just funny he's here now,
Okay.
Teammates.
Well, did you blow him up or did you pull it with shoelace or something?
Oh no, it was a frontal.
I don't think you're going to shoelace KJ. Give a little credit. And I mentioned the jawing. Listen, I had that conversation with Xavier and Ladarius. That's the outside guys issue. I got you, We're too tired up front trying to talk that much trash. So with that, let me ask this too, kind of off the field. How do you guys build that camaraderie? Like, you know, the O-linemen, you know, they talk about food and cooking it and all that other stuff. You know, how do you guys kind of, the defensive front, you can include the linebackers if you want, kind of build up a chemistry? How do you guys hang out off the field?
We just be involved with each other, you know, like, hey, we call each other, hey, what you doing? Or, you know, I made some extra food, y'all want to come over and get a plate? Or, you know, hey, we're on a game, get on the game, you know, just doing stuff like that, you know, just really just being intentional with each other and just showing up and just hanging out, you know, like, yeah.
Malachi talked about the game room a little bit, got the basketball hoops in there, things like that. It's who's got a good stroke in there shooting baskets?
I'm gonna say Matt Alexander. He has a nice jump shot, but I heard Lee Hunter beat him today. But I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know much about it. But I wasn't there. But
unofficial. But we'll maybe I'll ask Lee about that. Okay, okay, I like that.
All right, I got it for you. You played college football 25 yet?
I played it.
Okay. Have you played as yourself?
I have.
Okay. Thoughts on the rating?
It's a little low. You know, 80 overall. It's decent. You know, I'll take it. But I mean, I know this year you can like, as you play, they adjust your rating. So my plan is to, you know, get it higher.
Okay.
As somebody with a little development experience, they didn't see you come out on Monday with your new cut and looking more svelte. So give them a little slack.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes.
That is okay. So, Summer Olympics. Have you been watching?
Not at all.
Not at all? Because I was going to ask you, what Olympic sport do you think you would be the best in?
They asked me that earlier. I said archery, but then I really thought about it.
Archery?
Yeah.
Have you done it before?
No, but I feel like I can do it.
You do need good upper
everyone
body
thinks
for
that.
that. You do need good upper body. He's got a point.
Are there any sports that you look at and you're like, that would be fun to try?
Maybe you know the one where they like jump off, like the diving.
Yeah,
and you like,
diving.
do the spin and then you just deep, like, you know, it's like no splash, just straight doop. Like I would love to be able to do that one day.
Cannonball, right?
I was about to, how is a D tackle going to be good at no splash? Help me with that.
I feel like you have to be like an athlete, like a different
right.
level of athlete. You know, and
That's
I
a
feel
good
like
point.
I'm a decent athlete. You know.
Okay.
I feel like with some, you know, a year of preparation and training, I could probably do it.
No, you got a point. My knees hurt due watching you run. You know.
Well, Gus has said, I remember at the spring game, you know, he bragged on you, he bragged on Lee. Between you and Lee, who's the better athlete?
I'm gonna have to take that. I'm gonna have to take it. I'm gonna say me.
Okay. Like, should we do like the decathlon and figure it out?
Yeah, we can do it. I mean, don't let it fool you. Though Lee's very athletic for his size. He's very athletic, but
Did he catch the punt?
yeah, we both caught. No, I think he dropped his.
Oh, you dropped it?
Yeah, I caught mine.
Okay. So right now you have the points lead
If that means anything.
in decathlon.
Let me go two more questions about teammates of yours in the past. First of all, as a 49er fan, I got to ask you what you think about Kalia Davis moving on to the next level, how he's been doing.
That's my dog, man. I miss him. You know, shout out to him. He just had a baby not too long ago. You know, congratulations. And I mean, that's my brother, man. To this day, I can text him right now. He'll answer the phone. And I mean, if I ever needed to ask him pointers, questions, you know, he'll answer them for me. And I mean, he's a guy on the other side where I can, you know, he's already made it. He's already over there, so I can just ask him, and he'll tell me. You know, it's my brother. I love him.
So let's go the other direction. Whether your younger brother's here, Johnny Walker has come in and made a difference in a way that a young guy has. How has he impressed you the most, and where do you think the limit is on him?
Sky's the limit for John Walker. He's a young guy who came in and made an instant impact. So I feel like, I mean, and we saw what he did and what he's capable of. I mean, if he just keeps working and stays consistent, you know, sky's the limit for John. You know, you're gonna hear his name a lot more.
If there's a lesson you gave him that he's executed and you were, look, there it is, you were proud as having a teaching moment with him, what would that be?
Let's see. Let's see. I mean, we've been working on like little pass rush moves here and there. So like maybe like when he gets his cross shot down.
Okay, I was about to say, did you make you swim better? What'd you do? You know, because.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's working that cross chop a lot. So,
Okay.
I mean, you know, when he gets a good one, it gets me excited.
Okay, I like the sound of all that. Thanks, Ricky.
No problem.